so proud of our guys. They're just so resilient. You know, things don't go our way. A few things there in certain times, and our guys just always come back. They're ready. They're ready. We always talk about it's a boxing match. We got to go all rounds. We're ready to go. So proud of guys that haven't seen a ton of minutes come in and make huge plays. We talk about it all the time. It's 14 together, 14 guys. Some guys help you prepare more than they get in the game. And tonight we had some guys, you know, Taj Tweet with an unbelievable block, right, going to the glass. Shane Sony comes in, does some great things. Quante Berry, Deuce Roberts did a great job. So just really proud of these guys, and especially this guy. Man, he played 50 minutes, so I'm gonna get him out of here. But that's Big 5 basketball. It was a great game, and we're excited to go play for a championship on Saturday.
Questions for Steve?
Steve, take us through the shot that tied the game there, the three-pointer, and just how that kind of came about.
Yeah, I mean, Coach drew up a great play the first time around. We were down 3, missed that one. So I knew if I got a second look at it, I was going to be able to knock it down. And we had a great inbounds play. And, you know, they gave us the confidence to shoot those shots. And I knew if I got it again, I was going to hit it.
What was it like being out there with 5 guys fouled out and started the game without Jaleel? Like Coach said, a lot of guys that hadn't seen a lot of minutes. How did you guys kind of come together in that third overtime with a little bit of a different lineup and get things done?
Yeah, well, we got 14 guys that can all play, that can all play at a high level, and those guys prepare us in practice, so they don't take practice lightly, and no one takes practice lightly. So everything that we just did out there, we've done in practice numerous times, and guys stepped up. So that's what we preach. Everybody was into the game, so when their numbers called, they're ready to go.
Steve, how you like going from, you got to skip the game last week. I think Coach said you were on a minutes restriction prior to that, and now 50.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was just getting healthy. And for me, I'm always going to play as hard as I can when I can. So today, I had to play extra minutes, long game, but I'm always going to do whatever I can to help us get a win. So it's that.
Any other questions for Steve? Thank you, Steve.
Go to bed.
Questions for Coach?
Adam, what is it like coaching a game like that down the stretch where you're like taking it in, you're like, I've got these guys on the floor, I've got so many guys fouled out, like just strategically in your brain, how much does it stretch it to say, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that?
Yeah, you know, it changes things a little bit, but these guys, we do some stuff in practice that put those guys on 2 teams. So those guys are used to being out there, just maybe against the first unit, but they're doing things late game, they're talking through what they're doing, and we do it every day. So I think those guys came in, just did an unbelievable job. I can't say enough about the job those guys did. 37 points, a ton of rebounds from them. And again, it's all about these guys. They make great plays. You know, these players did an unbelievable job tonight of making big plays at big moments that helped win.
After Hasir fouls out, Quante basically becomes your primary, basically your point guard there. What did you think of what he did down the stretch?
Yeah, I thought he did a great job. I thought he did a nice job of getting to the foul line. He was aggressive. You know, the biggest thing I look at is he had 0 turnovers. Right? We talk about the turnovers a lot. We only had 10 on the night in 55 minutes, so that's something I was proud of him for taking care of the basketball. And again, he won us the game, right? That last game we played, he had a great look, and everybody on the team told him to shoot that 10 out of 10 times. We were so proud of him. He came back and he showed, that resiliency to be ready to go.
How much did he grow up tonight, considering the time he missed in the offseason with the injury? It's not like he had a full slate of practices. Like, just to see him really good tonight, considering the time he missed.
Yeah, I think it was great. As you go through the season, there's going to be ups and downs, and he's a guy that we've talked about. Coach Clark's done a great job with him getting in extra work and extra film. And again, you got to figure it out sometimes, and these guys did it. It's a great job by our team. And I also want to give LaSalle a ton of credit. I mean, that's a good ball club. Those guards are so good. Obviously, we all know Coach Duff, right? 600 wins, awesome. So I thought he did a great job growing up in the middle of the game.
What was it like for you to coach against Fran here?
Unique experience, right? It's somebody I watched through the years growing up, thinking, all the great things he did and all the great stuff he's done here and at other universities. And I think it's, somebody said to me the other day, like, man, he did some great stuff at Temple, but he's done some great stuff in Philadelphia. Like, if you look at what he's done, not just on the court, but off the court, all the wins, I don't think I've ever met someone that has said anything bad about him. And that's to be in this industry that long, be that successful at multiple places. I mean, he's first class. He's a Hall of Famer.
Adam, when you're designing sort of a play down 3 inside of 8 seconds, I think, like, do you got to tell the guys about, right, they could foul, there's all the, or do you just designing what this, we're going to set this up?
Yeah, we said, hey, here's what we're looking to do. Be prepared for them to 2 foul. If that happens, here's what we do. We like to sometimes give 2 things at a timeout. Hey, that's not the example, but sometimes they're going to be zone. We'll give 2 plays. Hey, here's zone, here's man. But these guys executed. They made some great plays, set great screens. So it's all those guys. The players were awesome.
When was it last couple overtimes when everybody on their teams got 4 fouls? Are you just, the plan is just go to the basket eventually in this play?
We wanted to still attack, but we also wanted to take good shots. I thought we did a nice job of handling the ball up top. We had some good cutting, and they wanted to go to the glass. At halftime, I was upset with our rebounding. So we said at halftime, there's 2 things that are going to win this game: free throws and rebounding. And I think we finished +6 and then +11 free throws total. We missed a lot more than we normally do. But those were 2 huge categories tonight in our game.
How meaningful is it to be in the first championship game of the Big 5 Classic in your first year?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome, right? This is a great event. The city of Philadelphia is so special and unique, right? Like, what other place does this where you're going to have these 6 teams all come together? We know it's going to be a great test. They just told me St. Joe's won, so that's who we play. Coach Lang does a great job. They're really talented. So we know it's going to be fun. That's the atmosphere you want. It's an NCAA tournament type atmosphere. 6 teams there, different cheering sections. So we're excited. It's not often you get to play for a championship, so we're excited, and we got to get ready to go.
Do you have an updated timeline on when you might be back?
I do not. No, sorry. I know it's not the best answer, but I really don't have one.
Is it hand, is finger a hand?
It's yes. It's yes to both.
2 more questions, please.
If, among other things that Steve, with, 16, 17 boards and everything else, you put them on Brickus at the end too. Was that, did you have no other, right, you didn't have a lot of answers
No.
for him, and you're just like, let me put the tallest, longest guy.
You know what? He's so versatile at 6'10". He can guard guards. He does it in practice all the time. We switch a bunch in practice, so he gets used to that. We just felt that was the best matchup. And then, for being long and his size, I thought really disrupted. He did an amazing job, right? You ask him to guard the point guard. You ask him to guard a 5. You ask him to guard a 4. He just does it. He just does it. So he's an amazing young man. We're glad that he was back, and we're glad he's part of this program.
Coach, you guys shot, you mentioned free throws, you guys shot 68%, but when they came down to it, they knocked them down. Like, how does that make you feel knowing that your team, knocked them down when they came, when it mattered most?
Yeah, I told him if they made them earlier, we wouldn't be here for 3 overtimes. But no, it does, right? It's great that guys that step up late in the game and go make them. And I think I heard, one of the things I also want to mention was we have guys foul out, right? So it's Jordan Riley, Hasir Miller, Sam Hoffman, Mateo. Like, those guys are like cheering these guys on. They're coaching them. Like, I think the refs told us like 6 times to sit down. I was okay with that as long as there was no technical. But that's being into it. That's being a team. That's 14 guys. And those guys believe it. When those guys went to the line, they were going to make them. Like they were saying, when we make these 2, back on defense, we're doing that. That's the energy we need.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks,